Little albino red-eared sliders. You know, they're really unique and different animals. What's up, bud? All right, so here we go. This is the hybrid snapping turtle. Hey, what's up, guys? It has been a while. It's been a pretty long while since I've done one of these backyard update videos. And I've just been traveling around. I've been doing a lot of turtle research, doing a lot of work with alligator snapping turtles in different parts of their range. And that's been fun, but the turtle work is over. And now kind of left with the backyard. Had a lot of leaves fall, had a lot of things kind of accumulate while I've been gone. And but I also ended up with a few new animals, and today I'm going to share with you some of my new animals. We're also going to do a little bit of Q&A, so stick around. All right, so as you can see, it's fall. The leaves are starting to fall out of the trees. They are covering the ground. Even the sulcata is looking around like, dude, what's going on, man? So let's go over here, and I have some turtles that I don't think I've shared with you guys yet. So recently, I was given a phone call about a confiscation. Confiscation was these guys. These are little albino red-eared sliders, and you can tell, very, very pretty. And unfortunately, these guys were part of a confiscation because neglect and apparently some other things going on with that character. Can't really talk about them on the video, but these turtles were the unfortunate kind of victims of all of that stuff. And luckily I was able to get the phone call and come pick these guys up. They were in kind of rough condition, but they're slowly getting better now. They're starting to eat, starting to crawl around. I'm not a big albino fan, but I definitely see the appeal when I look at like how colorful these guys are. Just the bright yellow, the red stripe behind the eye, the red eye. I mean, it all looks really, really cool. This is my other albino turtle, my albino common snapping turtle, and he's covered in some leaves and stuff. He's doing pretty good. He's actually got some good size on him, and it's really neat to kind of compare this guy side by side with the albino red-eared sliders. The albino turtles are just something else, and as time goes by, I do understand the appeal. I understand why people like these and why people would be really into collecting these and keeping these. And they're just, you know, they're really unique and different animals. And one of the side things about albinos is you rarely find them in the wild. So, you know, for the most part, the only way to get them is captive breeding. And captive breeding is good because, you know, captive breeding doesn't require taking animals out of the wild. I also got one more red ear. There's actually an adult female as a part of that group. There she goes. I got her. What a beautiful turtle. Look at those eyes. I mean, that is just something else. Look at that. She's a big gal. Small tail. She's a female. Short nails. Big chunky head. Her shell growth is a little bit weird. It looks like somebody raised her fast because they probably wanted to breed her. But overall, she looks okay. And I've just had them in some very tannic water with a lot of plants to eliminate any fungal issues they might have. But I guess I'm going to end up, any of them that kind of end up staying with me for a while, I'll probably make a separate setup. But the main thing is just giving them a whole lot of plant coverage so that they can keep those sensitive eyes out of the direct sunlight. Yeah, walking around, man, the yard, it's just like leaves everywhere. And, you know, some of the plant life starts to die off. I'm actually impressed that the elephant ears have hung on as long as they did. They'll probably last another month or so, but as soon as we get our first freeze, they basically kind of melt. They just kind of come apart. Hey, there's a cooter right there. What's up, buddy? Hanging out in the leaves. Got another cooter basking right there. What's up? And again, you can see the sulcata. Sulcata's doing good. This guy's always doing good. He's actually pretty cold tolerant. I've actually, you know, when it's in the upper 40s, he just goes down in his burrow and comes out and basks the next morning. So I'm okay leaving him out as long as it doesn't get wet. Now, if it's wet, you don't want to leave him out in the cold, but as long as it's a dry cold, they're okay. But I am always, at every night, I'm always ready to be able to bring him in if I have to. What's up, bud? But yeah, so one of the things I've covered in previous fall videos is taking these leaves and you know, you get this abundance of leaf litter, might as well use it. So one of the things I'll be doing over the next week is kind of raking this stuff up and making some hibernacula for things like the box turtles, and some of the aquatic turtles will actually crawl up onto land to overwinter. So I'm going to be like kind of filling in the habitats with plenty of leaves so everybody has something to kind of bury down into, so that they have that layer of insulation. Hey lady, how are you? Gotcha. All right, so here we go. This is the hybrid snapping turtle, and he is not happy. Look at that guy. Look at that. Good looking turtle though. Look at the shell on that. A really nice formed shell. Hey, what's up, buddy? Yeah, good to see you again. He's got a lot of gunk in his water, so I'm gonna dump the water, do a water change, and before winter, I'll probably add like a bubbler so there's some oxygenation during the winter, and that'll keep this guy ready to overwinter. But he's got some gunk on the water because I fed him fish last night, and sometimes fish are like super oily. So we're gonna let him go. See if we can share space. I'm gonna sit right here. All right, so let's answer some of your questions. On Instagram, per usual, I ask you guys to ask me some questions and I will answer them. So to jump right into it, real_Cade asks, my first job. My first job was bagging groceries at Publix. It was actually a pretty cool job. I just started it, I think, over a summer after sophomore year of high school. I think whenever I'm 16. And I think I was doing it to save up for a car, or honestly, probably just skateboards. I think I was like, oh, this is a great way to pay for skateboards. Yeah, so I bagged groceries, took groceries out to people's cars, and did that for, you know, 6 months or something like that. And then I think I quit. I probably quit in like a lousy way because I didn't know anything at the time, but it was a good first job. And it's funny because I still go back to that Publix grocery store from time to time. These Swingles Wilderness. Would you ever consider taking people on herping tours? I've had several people ask me that before. I think typically the thing is most people that ask me to take them on a herping tour want me to show them alligator snapping turtles. So, you know, sensitive protected species, it gets a little bit weird with, you know, what's right, what's wrong, what's legal, you know, all that kind of thing. But I'm still open to the idea, and you know, I do have friends that come visit, and when possible I do take them out and kind of show them, you know, all kinds of herps. So I definitely wouldn't say I would never do it. All right, hardshell herps. Do you think turtles will gain more popularity soon? I don't know. I'd like to think that turtles have always been popular in some way. But yeah, I think with YouTube and social media and all that stuff, yeah, they'll probably get a little more popular. I mean, it seems like with YouTubers, pet tubers, TikTok, you know, all that, it seems like everybody's getting into animals and everybody wants to keep animals. I've seen more people getting into herping and nature. So yeah, I think like anything else, that the capacity for growth is there. Brandon's Turtle Ranch. What is the largest macrocheles I've pulled up this year, weight-wise and max carapace length? I don't know, man. I'm not gonna count the move to preserve turtles. So, I mean, where I live, the alligator snappers don't get that big. You know, westerns are the biggest. I mean, flat out, they're the biggest. Swannies are right behind, but the Swannies in Georgia don't seem to get as big as the ones down in the lower Swanee River. So, I think my largest turtle, carapace length wise and weight, was one that I pulled with my boss. He came to visit because he was seeing a Braves game. So I was like, oh, let me put out 4 traps. And we got a male that was like 89.8 pounds or something like that. And the max carapace length was almost 600 midline. So he was a big turtle, and he's actually in one of my videos where I do the GoPro POV trap checks. And that turtle was ancient and just completely covered in scars. So thank you guys so much for asking these questions. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I have a lot more videos to come. I know this one's been kind of a short and quick one, but lots more videos coming. We're gonna be covering more stuff in terms of captive care. We're gonna be going back out into the field herping. We're gonna be doing some road cruising. I'm gonna do some how-tos. There's a lot of stuff around here I need to get done. So thank you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.